Most people think death is this big, mysterious unknown. But the thing is, Jesus actually talked about it. A lot. What Jesus said doesn't really match what most of us grew up hearing in church. Let's look at what Jesus actually said, in plain language, about the moment you die. We start with a story Jesus told about two men, a rich man and a poor man named Lazarus. The rich man lived in luxury every day. Lazarus sat at his gate, covered in sores, just hoping for scraps. That was their life. Both men died. Jesus describes what happens next. Lazarus is carried by angels to a place of comfort, and the rich man wakes up in torment. According to Jesus, the moment you die, you are somewhere. You are conscious, aware, and you remember your life. This happens immediately. Next, let's look at probably the clearest thing Jesus ever said about death, and what follows, the thief on the cross. While they were both being crucified, the man next to him asked Jesus to remember him. Jesus didn't say you'll rest until the resurrection. He said, today, you will be with me in paradise. Today, same day, the moment that man died, Jesus said he'd be there. The transition is immediate. When people ask what happens, Jesus is basically saying you go somewhere, immediately. Where you go is based on where you stood in this life, illustrated by the contrast between Lazarus and the rich man. Paul also writes about this, saying that to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. You are immediately with Jesus. It sounds more like you just step from one room into another. The part of you beyond your body does not pause or sleep. Jesus talked about his own death by saying, Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. That part went straight to the Father. The picture Jesus paints of death is not darkness, not silence, not a long, dreamless sleep. It's more like this life ends, and the next thing you experience is either being with him or being separated from him. And that transition is immediate. Jesus talked about death almost casually. If you take what he said seriously, the moment you die, you're not gone. You're just somewhere else.